So I just wanted to show you guys this project I came up with. I was looking for a cap that was fully insulated and couldn't really find anything online. Lee had a cap. It seemed like they were only insulating the roof, and there was windows everywhere, and it was just a lot of heat loss. And that's just a problem I want to solve before I even go camping. This is only for like a couple days. Thought I'd throw some cash at it and see what happened. So yeah, let's check it out. So I bought a bunch of 2-inch thick 10R panels, 4 foot by 8, a bunch of, what do they call those? Fender washers with 3-inch Phillips head deck screws. I know it looks very sketchy with the duct tape, but that's just to seal the seams. The seams are actually held together with dowels. I don't know, there's like 4 or 5 in a panel. And then it's glued together with Loctite PL 300 foam glue. And I bet you're all wondering why the heck he has it sticking out 2 feet off the back. It's so then, yeah, I even put a fan in. So when I open my tailgate, if I gotta, put my shoes on or something, it's raining or crappy out, I just want more airflow, I can leave it open. These gussets over here are to reduce the vibrations on the highway, because the whole thing will just start vibrating. Now it's not so bad, it's drivable. Believe it or not, I hit 80 miles an hour, no issue. So just quick couple of stats. There's 50 inches of headroom from the bottom of the bed to the ceiling, and the ceiling from the so 50 inches from the bed to the inside frame, not to the foam, and then it's approximately 42 inches to inside of the frame. Yeah, so that's just the quick overview. I have a little fan coming in. And the last really important dimension for some people, it does sit about 15 inches over the roof. So yes, my economy has dropped and I created problems making it so flat, but it's just held together with foam and dowels and a little bit of duct tape to help the aerodynamics, so I get less lift underneath. Oh yeah, the fan. Sorry, everything's kind of a mess, but so it's just a 12-volt fan. When I start the truck, I can blast the AC on the lowest setting and the highest fan speed, and this fan's actually pulling more air than what the cab can draw in. It actually starts to like make a vacuum. You can hear the fan slow down versus when the door or window is cracked. This works pretty good. It has 2 speeds. Cools off in like 2 minutes, which is nice because my plan is to use the remote starter in my truck like in the morning or at night or whatnot, and I'll be able to start the truck. It remembers the last temperature setting, and it will just, this back fan will not turn on because none of the cigarette lighter ports have power when you use the remote starter, so that's a little bit of a bummer. I also don't have any lights in here, even though you probably see some cables way over in the corner. That's part of it, but those backboards stop the phone from snapping, and it's actually, I used a ratchet strap and I pulled them down to make a nice snug gasket down here. And then I braced the bottom because, this is pretty cool. Brace the bottom because I'm actually using a tube, a bike tube. I think it's an 18-inch bike tube. I could be wrong on that. I don't quite remember. It's only a day ago. But there's a little valve, and that's what makes the gasket around the window. So it allows the cab to move independently of the bed because the cab is mounted on like well, I think they're called, they're like rubber grommets, essentially. They're just cab spacers. And basically it just lets them move independently while keeping a watertight seal. That's it, guys. Leave comments if you have any questions or anything. Oh, super important to mention, if you put a board or anything up against a back rack for Chevy Colorado, from, oops, here we go, where's my finger? There we go. From here down here all the way to the truck bed rail is a 17-degree angle, which is important if you're trying to use the back rack as support for anything or stuff that you build. I also built a kayak rack, and I used the back rack, and some of those dimensions are important. At least you won't have to waste your time in figuring them out. So I also made little blocks so I could maintain the angle, because there's no cross brace. So these things could spread apart or get closer in. It's really hard, and I didn't want to put gussets because it's just something else to hit your head on, or if you gotta load something in, like let's say you're going around to pick up furniture and it's a rainy day or something. At least this is the cheapest cap I could find / make. But I'll probably end up cutting off these wings. They look super crazy. Never mind, the whole thing's freaking pink. But it worked. So far it works great. Haven't slept in it, but no water. And I just cooled it off, giving it a little trial run, and a couple minutes it was ice cold. So, I don't know, guys. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Thanks.